Hello everyone. In transmission line insulators with higher voltages, we are using suspension insulators with number of discs. To increase the voltage level, the number of discs can be increased. But while using suspension type insulators, the voltage distribution across each disc or each string will be different. That is due to the shunt capacitance present between the insulator disc and the tower. In order to find out the potential distribution across each disc, we are finding out string efficiency in case of insulators. A string of suspension insulator consists of number of discs connected in series. The figure shows a 3-disc insulator having voltages V1, V2, V3 across each disc and the total voltage is V. It is a porcelain insulator, each disc having its mutual capacitance C. If there is only mutual capacitance with equal values, the voltage distribution will be equal across each disc. That will be V by 3, V by 3 and V by 3. But there is shunt capacitance present between the insulator and the tower, that is represented as C1. Due to this shunt capacitance, the potential across each disc will not be equal. Here the potential will be V1, V2 and V3. So, the voltage impressed on a string of suspension insulator does not distribute uniformly across individual discs. The discs nearer to the conductor have maximum voltage across it. As we move towards cross arm, the voltage distribution decreases. The disc nearer to the conductor. In a suspension type insulator, the conductor is placed at the bottom of the insulator and it is placed, the insulator is fixed on the top using cross arms. So, the disc nearer to the conductor will have maximum amount of voltage stress and it decreases when it moves on to the cross arm. If the voltage impressed across each string, if the voltage is DC, the voltage across each string will be equal because there is no effect of capacitance in case of DC. But while you are using insulators in AC transmission line, there will be difference in potential. And as the voltage across capacitor or disc nearer to the conductor is more, there is more chance for puncturing this disc. So, in order to keep the voltage distribution uniform, we have some additional methods. So, for finding out the voltage distribution across different discs, we are using a term called string efficiency. So, string efficiency is given as voltage across the string divided by N into voltage across discs nearer to the conductor. The total voltage across the insulator divided by N into voltage across the discs nearer to the conductor is given as string efficiency. N is the number of discs in the string. The greater the string efficiency, more uniform is the voltage regulation. If the discs have equal voltage distribution, then if it is 11 kV and 3 discs, 11 into 3 will be denominator and the total voltage will be 33. So, the string efficiency will be 100%. So, for 100% string efficiency, we will get the uniform voltage distribution. So, but it is not possible to have 100% string efficiency, but by using some additional effort, we can improve the string efficiency. We can derive a mathematical expression for finding out the string efficiency. Here three discs are shown with voltage V1, V2 and V3, and the mutual capacitance is C, which is equal for all the discs, and the capacitance between the disc and the tower or the shunt capacitance is C1. That is also equal for all the discs. And it is taken as C1 is some fraction of C1 equal to Kc. Now we can find out the applied Kirchhoff current law at each nodes. Consider the point A. At point A, the current entering is I2 and current leaving is capital I1 plus small I1. I2 equal to I1 plus I1. We know that in a capacitor, the current is voltage by Xc. Capacitive reactance Xc equal to 1 by omega C. So I2 equal to V2 by 1 by omega C or V2 into omega C. Similarly, I1 equal to V1 into omega C. Then small I1 is voltage across capacitance C1 into omega C1. Voltage across capacitance C1 is also equal to V1 as this point is having potential of V1 and this point is earth. The capacitance across C1 is V1. So V1 into omega C1. So I2 equal to V2 omega C equal to V1 omega C plus V1 into omega Kc. C1 is K into C or V2 equal to V1 into 1 plus K. Now we can consider point B. At point B, I3 equal to I2 plus small I2. Here I3 is V3 into omega C and I2 is V2 into omega C. But voltage across C1 is not V2. And here the potential is, the voltage across this point is, this V2 is across A and B. So potential with respect to ground at this point is V1 plus V2. This is ground potential at here. So at point B the potential is V1 plus V2. So voltage across capacitance C1 is V1 plus V2 and I2 is V1 plus V2 into omega C1. So V3 omega C equal to V2 omega C plus V1 plus V2 into omega Kc. So we will, while solving it, we will get it as V3 equal to V1 into 1 plus 3K plus K square. We can substitute C as Kc, C1 as Kc. We will get the value of V3 in terms of V1. Now we can find the total voltage V equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Substitute for V2 and V3. Then we will get it as V equal to V1 into 1 plus K into 3 plus K. By considering all the equations, we can write V1 by 1 equal to V2 by 1 plus K equal to V3 by 1 plus 3K plus K square equal to V by 1 plus K into 3 plus K, or V1 equal to V by 1 plus K into 3 plus K, V3 equal to V1 into 1 plus K, V3 equal to V1 into 1 plus 3K plus K square. Now we can find the string efficiency as voltage across the string is V by N into voltage across disk nearer to the conductor, that is V3, V by 3 into V3 into 100. So we can find out the string efficiency. Now we have different methods for improving the string efficiency. First method is by using larger cross arms. Cross arm is a structure which connects insulator to the tower. So we know that string efficiency increases with decreases with increase in capacitance. So if the shunt capacitance is 0, the string efficiency will be maximum, or if the shunt capacitance is minimum, string efficiency increases. So in order to reduce the shunt capacitance, this cross arm should have larger length. You know that capacitance value C equal to epsilon 0 A by D. While distance is increased, capacitance value reduces. So if this distance increases, capacitance value reduces. So in order to increase the distance or to reduce the shunt capacitance, the cross arm should have large length. But it is not possible to use more length for the cross arm due to the mechanical strength. It will affect the mechanical strength of the system. So there will be some limitations. So in actual practice, it is possible to have a value of K equal to 0.1. That is the limit achieved by using longer cross arm. Next method is by grading the insulators. In grading the insulator, we will be using the disc with different ratings, with disc with different dimensions, so that the disc will have different values of capacitance, so that voltage distribution will be different. It will be such that the string in such a way that top unit have minimum capacitance. This top unit will have minimum capacitance, so that potential drop will be less, so voltage across the string will be more, and here at the disc near to the conductor will have maximum capacitance. So but in this grading the insulator, we can adjust the voltage and to a maximum level. It is an efficient method, but we should have different values of disc with different ratings. So it is we have to construct different discs with different ratings. Next method is by using guide rings. In this figure we have a metal ring is shown here from the conductor surrounding the insulator, that is called guide ring. Guide ring is a metal ring that will provide an additional capacitance from insulator to guide ring to the metal. So here C is the self mutual capacitance, C1 is the shunt capacitance, and another capacitance C2 between the insulator and the guide ring, so that the capacitance value is selected, or the distance of guide ring is selected, so that this current I2 dash will be same as I1, and I1 dash will be same as I1, and I2 dash will be same as I2. So at this point, while applying Kirchhoff current law, I equal to I1 plus the current through C minus I1 dash. If I1 and I1 dash is same, these two currents will cancel each other, and I will be same as current through this capacitor also. So all the strings will have equal amount of current flowing through it, and the potential distribution will be equal. So by using guide ring also, we can improve the string efficiency. So these are the methods. By using longer Q-sim, by grading the insulator, and by using guide rings, we can improve the string efficiency. So while constructing, designing an insulator, string efficiency is an important parameter which is to be considered mainly in case of large rated power transmission systems. Thank you. Next class we can see some numerical problems related to string efficiency.